My name is Prashant Sawant. Basically, I am a corporate trainer. I conduct corporate trainings based on Bollywood theme. In the sense, I show film clips while training. I don't show PPTs. So that is something unique which I do in corporate world. And I conduct training basically on business development and mind power. So here I generally talk about mind, brain, conscious mind, subconscious mind, health, how you can better your health with the help of mind. So today we are going to talk about this with the help of mind power, how you can have a perfect health.
Hello.
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Please come. So when we lot of people must have heard this word like mind, and we have mind power and we have to use the mind power and all that. We are also one of the animals, and every animal has some power. Okay, somebody can fly, somebody can swim, somebody can run very fast, somebody can change color. So everybody has some power, and our power is Dimag. Mind power. So if you see that movie Mowgli, in that movie that the parents are dead and the child is there and all the animals take care of the child, that is what is shown. So there the child realizes, when he grows up, he realizes that he grows up in animals, so he feels he is one of them, but he realizes that he is weakest compared to them, because he cannot do what those animals were able to do. So he had that kind of complex, and the animals were supporting him and protecting him, but he knew that I am weaker than them, I am weakest. But if you see today, all the animals are controlled by human beings. The human being is also animal, but the animal which is weakest, it controlling all the strongest animals also, because of mind power, because we have this mind power. It is like in Gulf countries, they don't have anything, but they have oil. So because of oil, they are controlling the world. Actually, the whole world they are having in their pocket, because everybody needs oil and they have oil in abundance. They don't have anything else, but today they are living like it's a heaven on earth. If you go to Dubai, you will find it is heaven on earth, because they have oil. Likewise, we have mind power. So this mind power can actually take care of any physical or any whatever you want, that can be controlled and changed the way you want it to be changed. Whatever you want your health to be, whatever the way you want your finances to be, the way you want your relationships to be, everything can be controlled with the help of mind power. It can be controlled. But what is mind? So this, we have been using this word mind, but what exactly is mind? That is the question. What do you think is the mind? Because unless we know what it is, unless we know the power which we have, we cannot use the power. Like in Ramayana, after everything was done, when Sita was brought back and all that, so Hanuman went to his mother. What was her name? Anjali. So he goes to her mother, and then Anjali, his mother, asks him, where were you? What you were doing all these days? So he explains her everything. What happened? I went there, this, that. Then Ravan came, he took Sita away. Then my guru, like I love Ram, so I had to help him. So I did this, that. And he explains everything. And then the mother says, like, why it took you so many days, so many years? You could have done this in like this. You could have done whatever you did within no time. So you have that power to do whatever you want to do within no time. Okay. So why you have to take so many days? So that time the Hanuman realizes that I have this power. He didn't know that I have this power. So that same, like somebody like Hanuman, he was not knowing what power like whatever power we saw was just fraction of what he could do. But he didn't know that I have this power. Similarly, we have this power which we don't know, absolutely don't know. And if you see today, the way innovations are going, the way inventions are going, we cannot imagine. Even currently, believe me, we cannot imagine where we will be after 10 years. In terms of innovations, how we will function our day-to-day life, we cannot imagine where we will be after 10 years. If you go back around 20 years back, you wouldn't have imagined where we are today. Okay. So long, maybe few 100 years back, if somebody had said that there is a metal which will fly, from one place to other place, and that metal will be so big that one can sit inside. People can sit inside that metal, and metal will take you from A to B. People would have laughed at him. Now today, if you see, in China they built one building where it was built within 2 or 3 days, high rise. How? There is one technology which has come in printing, so they used it, 3D printing. So that technology was used, and the high rise building was built in 3 days. So even today we don't want to believe that, but that is going to be the future. There are so many things. Today Mercedes is not bothered about what BMW is doing. So Mercedes is bothering about whom?
Same.
No. There is a competition which is not BMW. Or BMW doesn't have competition from Audi. So where is their competition coming from? All these expensive cars, luxury cars, who are their future competition? Today they may be fighting within each other. But where the competition is, what do you think will be the competition? Electric से ज़्यादा वो, electric is one, hybrid cars, but driverless cars. So their competition is Google, Tesla. So today Mercedes is trying to combat a company which is not car company. And if they have brain, which they have, so they know that what is going to happen tomorrow. When Kodak company was going on and they were doing huge business, and they had a innovation lab kind of department where those guys used to think in future what is going to happen, so how we can change ourselves and mint more money. So Kodak, what was his main business? Kodak company's main business, what they were selling more?
Camera film.
So the camera was not the main business. People thought that was the main business. Print, camera, this photo paper. Where the photo will be taken, that paper was their main business. So more than 80% profits used to come from paper sales, the film sales, not camera. Camera was just a byproduct. You buy my camera, even if you take it free, I don't care. Because once you buy my camera, you will have to buy photo paper from me, and where I will make money. That was their module of business module. Now there was one person called Steve in their company. So he, in one of the reports he wrote that there will be a time, the way technology is going, there will be a time when people will not take prints. They will not take photo prints. They will just see the photo in some device and then they will delete or maybe store there only. They will not take a print. So that is where the technology is going. So in fact, all of you who are listening to me right now, I would like to say, whichever business you are in, if you can imagine what your business will look like after 10 years, very difficult to do that, but if you can imagine what your business will look like after 10 years, and if you start doing that today, you will be much ahead of everybody else. Are you getting me? So you have to do, like in training, which I am doing, training tomorrow the trainings will happen mobile. So I will be sitting at one place, and at particular time, maybe I will say, well, for a time also, I will record my 1 hour session and people will watch whenever they want to. Then I will send a link to somebody. Like somebody says, I want to listen to your this 1 hour program. So I send him, he sends some money to me, he gives me credit in my bank account or he does Paytm or whatever. I send him a link, he sees that like YouTube video, finish. Or if you want to have a joint training maybe, so there are say 100 people, so everybody gets connected to the website or wherever, whatever, and there I am talking, and we can actually interact also. So you ask me some question, he will also understand what you are asking, and whatever answer I am giving, he will also. So it will be kind of, that is future. Today I go for training in Delhi, so I spend a lot of time in coming and going. I go to Nashik, Kolhapur, wherever I go, Bangalore. So much time I spend in commuting, which is the biggest problem. That is waste of time, money, everything. So like video conferencing came, a lot of things changed. Now people, if you see the screen, there is Bangalore, there is Chennai, there is Hyderabad, there is Mumbai, there is all those cities, somebody sitting there, and on the screen you are talking, they are talking to you colors. Audio conferencing, video conferencing. So this man said, the people will stop taking print. This guy said people will stop taking prints. So we have to either diversify into something else or come to some conclusion and get some product where the print will be inside the product only, it will be saved there, that's all, or deleted, saved, forwarded. And his report was rejected by Kodak. They said it is nonsense, and the Kodak management said it will never happen that people will not take prints. Because if you remember our albums, we used to take the photo in hand, अरे क्या print आया है. We used to see the texture of the paper, remember, or a print kitna acha, a print is not so good. So they thought it cannot, and even you ask yourself, if we had asked ourselves maybe few years back, nobody would have thought that people will not take prints. Shadi ka album used to be a big business. Now where is the album? So they will give you pen drive. It is a movie. Now they have come with a movie, pura shadi ka. There is one program on Amazon Prime, Made in Heaven. Made in Heaven. So I request you to, that is directed by Zoya Akhtar and others, where they have shown 9 marriages, rich class marriages. And what happens during those? Very good, just to digress. So those marriages are shown very good. You will get hooked on about 9 episodes. Superb. Made in Heaven. Okay. Coming back to that time, it was rejected by Kodak that this will never happen. And that is what is going to happen, that tomorrow what is going to happen, our brain cannot even imagine. So the biggest problem with brain is a record of past. Brain is not supposed to, we can think in future, but brain always has circuits inside it, and the circuit happens when you see or you do something. But you can close your eyes and imagine, and again the circuit will happen. So generally, if you close your eyes and imagine something, that will come into your life. That is a power which you have. So what is mind? Yesterday I had gone to Smash in Lower Parel. So there are a lot of games there. So there is one game where you sit in the chair and they put you on whatever that is. And then you feel that you are in a jeep, open jeep. So you open, you see I am nowhere, I am just sitting in the chair. But you put it like this, you will see somebody is driving and it is all jungle. And in this you feel you are in jungle. And then the jeep starts and the chair is moving like this. So you feel like you are in the jeep. You look at there is a driver who is driving and your jeep starts going. And what happens, believe me, you should go and experience that. Suddenly a snake falls on your bonnet of the car and he comes to you like this. You feel like he is going to bite you. Then suddenly one dinosaur starts charging towards you and the car goes in reverse and he is charging towards you and trying to catch you, and this jeep is going back. It is about 90 seconds, but you are scared out of your wits. You really go into that world. Believe me, it is really fun. This Lower Parel, Kamala Mill compound in Smash. I think they are somewhere in Thane also and Navi Mumbai also. I don't know where they are. So I have taken few cards which I will go again in. If there is, it is in Navi Mumbai, I will again go. But excellent. Okay. So let us understand mind. Unless we know what is mind, we will not be able to use that mind. So most of the time, if you don't use it, you lose it. So that is what is happen. If you don't use it, you lose it. And sometimes when you don't use it, you automatically abuse it. In the sense, if you don't know that I have a manifestation power, whatever I think will happen. If I don't know this, so I actually abuse it. How?
Wrong things.
Thinking wrong. Like I go for an interview, I think that thing not happen. Nahi hoga. Then you are manifesting that. So you have used this power, not used, abused this power. And that is what is happening today. So like I generally ask, if I would like to ask you the same question. In the morning when you get up and you close your eyes and you imagine your day, how it will go. From the first step, like the moment you go to your washroom and then you come back, you have your breakfast, then you take your car, you go to wherever you want to go, whatever is going to happen in the office. If you have a mental picture of that, till the time again you go back to sleep in the evening, in the night, and whatever the picture is, what is the percentage you think will happen the same way? Will it happen 100%, 50%, 10%, what? What do you think? 70%. What do you think? 70? 75. Taman bhai? More than 90%. So actually, it all, for him it will be 90, for him it will be 70, for him it will be 70. You get what you believe. It is said that you don't get what you deserve, you get what you expect. So you may be talented, but you expect small things, you will get small things. So you don't get what you deserve. You deserve 1 crore rupees a month. That is your quality. God has sent you like that. But you expect to get 1 lakh a month, so you will get that. and that expectation is a belief, because we don't have because actually we are designed to actually see things don't happen to us, we create those. So we can actually create our future. We can create our future, and that is the power which we have. You can actually sit in the bed in the morning and actually take it the way it will happen, exactly the same way it will go. Exactly, there will not be a comma difference. But since we don't believe in that, it doesn't happen. So if we believe it is 80%, 70%, it will happen 70%. And then we'll see, I was saying 70%. So your belief is reinforced. So again, every day you will say 70%. That is like that elephant is tied to that chain. When the elephant is small child, when he grows up, there is a rope which he can break any time, but he doesn't do that because there's a belief that I cannot break it. So there's a belief with all of us. So what is mind?
It's, you can say it's the software of the brain.
Software of the
brain.
Software of the brain. Very good definition. It is software of the brain. Any other thing? What do you think? Mind, because mind is everything. हम लोग बोला डोंट माइंड, मतलब अपना माइंड उसमें मत लगा. अगर मैं तुम्हारे सब कुछ गलत किया है तो फॉरगेट इट, डोंट माइंड.
I would say it is a powerhouse.
Yes, it is a power, but what it is? Of course, mind is a powerhouse, but what it is? But see, I was just telling you this kissa where yesterday I went to Smash, where there is a Jurassic Park that your jeep is going and jeep is going around here. There is one scene where your jeep is coming back and the bridge is falling in front of you, and your jeep is going back. आपने सामने गिरते गिरते जा रही हो, suddenly you then come onto the road and you feel, see, now I know very well that I am sitting on a chair. 100% I know I am sitting on the chair, but still my brain is tricked into believing that I am going through all that. I will just put, I'm sorry, I'll put it on the. And we believe that what is happening, those 90 seconds were scary, most scary part of my yesterday's day. So I was so scared, even though I knew that I'm sitting here. And 90 seconds only, I was shit scared. What is happening? So our brain completely can be deceived. And brain will just believe what it is shown. What is shown to it. Imagination is so strong. Okay, but now this is one definition. Any other definition you have? What is mind? Because unless we understand mind, nothing is going to change. Then today I am going to talk about how to create good health or wealth or relationship or career or whatever you want with the help of mind. But if I don't know mind, I will not be able to control that.
Whatever we conceive, we can achieve.
Yeah, that is there. Okay, so the way we conceive things, that we can say mind.
In extreme level, edge of the possibilities, संभावनाओं के अंत के बिंदु तक जो चीज पहुंचती है, असंभव भी, उसको कंसीव कर लिया आपने फ्रीक्वेंसी पे, that is only.
That will come perfect.
That is the holistic definition. But he told me today, I visited 8 years before Singapore, and the Disneyland branch, राइडिंग्स एंड फीलिंग्स, तो ये 10 साल पहले यूनिवर्सल स्टूडियो in Singapore. Tactic of university, they are coping now. But I visited 10 years before Singapore in America. तो अमेरिका तो ये है यूनिवर्सल का, लेकिन उसने सिंगापुर में स्टार्ट कर दिया. अगर आपने सिंगापुर देखा है?
अरे मैं गया हूँ, लेकिन उधर नहीं गया हूँ. सेंटोसा आइलैंड वगैरह आया हूँ.
सेंटोसा में यूनिवर्सल है. तो आपको लग रहा है पानी पी रहे हैं, पानी ऊपर आ रहा, आपने बॉक्सिंग मार दिया, खून बह गया, आपने प्यार कर लिया, हगिंग कर लिया, लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स. 90 मिनट तक मैंने सोचा ये हो क्या है. दैट इज दैट.
जबरदस्त. एक्चुअली सस्पेंड दैट वी फॉरगेट अबाउट आवरसेल्फ.
यूनिवर्सल स्टूडियो में आप घूम रहे हो तो आपको लग रहा है ये पूरा
सही है. मैं गया था सेंटोसा आइलैंड, लेकिन यहाँ नहीं गया. आई हैड गॉन इन 2004.
पर उस समय
शायद नहीं होगा,
यूनिवर्सल स्टूडियोज
नहीं था. वही सेंटोसा आइलैंड गया हूँ मैं, लेकिन यूनिवर्सल. ओके, सो
mind, you can say, is the creator of your world.
Yeah, mind creates the world. Yeah,
Your world.
Your own world.
Not somebody else.
Somebody's our world.
I would say individual personality with the power of imagination.
Yes, but see, let us understand in simplistic terms, mind is brain in action. When you put brain into action, it is mind. But when you start thinking something, when you think with the brain. So when the brain starts thinking, it is mind. Mind cannot be seen, mind cannot be touched, it is nothing. But then it is brain. Brain starts working, it is mind. So if we want to actually make the best use of mind, we should understand how I have to operate the brain and what happens in the brain. So if I understand brain, I will be able to understand mind, and the way I operate brain, according to the mind will change, and then the body will change. Suppose we are talking about perfect health. It can control anything: health, wealth, relationship, career, money, anything, whatever you want. But let us take example of health. So you can again similarly it will be for wealth also. It will be for any relationship which you want in your life or whatever. So all of you must be knowing about the brain frequencies, because see, when we are all about frequencies, nothing else. So if you see vibrations, so we take ECG for heart. If you want to check heart, they say ECG, electrocardiogram. And for brain, what instrument they call it? Electroencephalogram, EEG. So basically it checks the frequency. So where the brain is, in which frequency, decides which mind you are in. And now basically you have to, if you want to change something in your life, how that can be changed, let us understand that. So brain has got, let us say, 4 basic frequencies. So there is one frequency, if you go into that frequency, you can change whatever is happening in your life. Because when you go into that frequency, you actually start talking to subconscious mind. Subconscious mind will start conversing with you, and you can change whatever you want the way you want. Because then it is like I want to talk to Pranav, but I am calling him. So if I keep on calling him, he will say, I am not Pranav, जो हेरा फेरी में ना रहे कौन किसको जयंती लाल क्या नाम उसका, वो कुछ नाम दिया, इसके लिए फोन आता है क्या, हाँ वो है क्या, घर पे है क्या, बोलता ना, तो वो बोलता है कौन, और एक बार भड़क जाता है, बोलता है वो चल बसे, कभी अभी आप भी चल बसे बोलते भटक जाता ना, हमेशा उसको क्या ना उसका है, हमेशा बोलता है, वो नाम भूल गया उसका, दैट एवरी टाइम उसके बारे में नाम का फोन आता था ना, जो कुलभूषण खरबंदा था, स्टार फिशरीज का मालक कौन है वो. तो you have to understand that I am calling whom and I am where I am. So if I have to call, if I want to go and listen to 91.1, I have to tune to 91.1, that all songs will come to me. Whatever Lata, Asha, Kishore they are singing, I will be able to listen. But if I go to 93.5 and I expect to listen to these songs, it is nonsense. But the issue is, the problem is, this is the biggest strength human beings have, and this is not taught in the school, at least in India. Kids should know that this is what power I have. From the school they have to teach. Unless I know my power, because everything else is superficial. In what is education? For a year you just mug up, and 3 hours you just vomit it out. That's all. Where the brain comes into the picture. You are given marks for your memory, not intelligence. Because Britishers wanted us as clerks. So the syllabus is for clerk, not for somebody who can think and create. Okay. So now let us come to these frequencies. You all must be knowing. I am just trying to. So first one is, what is the first frequency? Anybody can tell me? There are 4. What is the top one? First wala? Beta. First one is beta frequency. Beta frequency. That is any range, you know? Anybody can tell me the range? Right? That is 40. You are right. First is कहाँ से कहाँ तक?
640, 540, 340, and then it goes to beta range.
नहीं, beta is from 14 to 40, 14 to 40. So when your brain is, or see that frequency of the brain is between 14 to 40, you are in beta. So currently you are in beta state. Beta state is alert state. When I am talking, see, your brain actually is supposed to make sense of what is happening outside. It is just telling your inside what is happening outside. So it is a connection between outside and inside world. Your eyes don't see, your brain sees. Your eyes convey the message to brain. So all these organs are just there to help brain understand what is happening outside, so that it can take decision inside and work accordingly. If somebody throws a stone at me, my eyes will tell my brain, and my brain will tell my body to move aside, and the stone will go past me. So all these organs are supposed to take care of what is happening outside and giving the feedback to the brain and take decision inside, which brain does. So 14 to 40 is beta. Okay. Next one is when you go down, frequency goes below this. What will be that? Alpha. What is the range? 7 to 14. 7 to 14. 7 to 14. When you are between 7 and 14, you are in alpha. Okay, you are in alpha. Now alpha is the state where you are creative. If you see A.R. Rahman making music, and if you put EEG, he will be in between 7 and 14. So when creative people, they are trying to create something, they are in alpha. When you are creating something, you suspend about what is happening in reality. You go into imagination and you start thinking what it could be, and then you start creating something new which was not there. So somebody decided, okay, let me forget about cars. So knowing about cars is being in beta frequency. Now I just wipe it out from my memory. I go to alpha and say, how can I have something totally different than what is happening today? Then I think, why can't I have a driverless car? So when I'm thinking of, somebody thought of driverless car, he was in alpha. Because your brain works creatively when you are alpha. See, the biggest problem is our lives will only improve when we are more in alpha, because we will arise above our problems and find out solution. But the issue is, when we are in beta, we are stressed. And when you are in beta frequency, you are fighting for survival. So, Roti kapda makan. And when you are doing survival, you cannot survive and excel at the same time. When you cannot survive and create at the same time. So the most of the time when I have sessions with business people, I tell them that what is your business, what exactly you want to achieve. So what they say, now this is a factory which I have started, this is what I have done, and my expenses are say 50 crore. Now every month if I get 5 lakh rupees, or example 10 lakh rupees per month I break even. So what is thinking of? Breaking even.
Status quo.
He just wants to survive. He just wants to pay all the bills and say, okay, इतना आ गया तो मेरा सब खर्चा निकल जाएगा, बिल होगा, सैलरी देके होगा, I will be. Then he is not thinking going beyond the survival stage. So he doesn't get it. He should forget about रोजमर्रा का जो चल रहा है. He should go into that alpha state and think and ask himself creatively, what can I do so that my business grows 10 times. So I am not interested in surviving, I am interested in creating something which will make me excellent in the market. So when I become excellent, survival is automatic. When you are thinking of excellence, survival doesn't come into picture. But when you think of survival, you cannot excel. But when you think of excellence, you have to survive. You cannot. अगर मैं 80% मार्क्स का सोच रहा हूँ, तो I will pass, 35% will come. But when I am thinking of 35%, I may go to 34 and gone. And even if I pass, I will be between 35 and 40. So I have not done great. That is what everybody should look at when they are thinking of their own businesses, own careers, own lives. They are just trying to survive. That is the biggest problem. Okay. So alpha is a bit creative. That is 17 and 14. Between 7 and 14. So 7 and 14 alpha, 14 and 40 is beta. Now alpha, you are creative. Now you come below that, below 7. So now 4 and 7, that is theta. Between 4 and 7 is theta state of mind. And 0 to 4 is delta, when you sleep, when you go to deep sleep. So 0 to 4 you go to deep sleep, 4 to 7 you are in theta state of mind, 7 to 14 is alpha, and 14 to 40 is beta. Okay? So these are the 4 stages. Now let us understand how to better our lives. So theta state is the window to your subconscious mind. When you go to theta, you don't know, please understand, it's very complex, but if you understand, it will help you. I am a student of this, I have mastered this, I am trying to get that and put it in my life. Because what happens is, when you are in theta, you forget your body and your mind is only active, your body just goes out of the picture. And when your body goes out of the picture, you start manifesting things. Because your mind can manifest anything, body cannot do that. But body gives you logical reason, don't do it, cannot do it, you cannot fly. You cannot, there cannot be a car which is driven without driver. So you have to go to theta state, and then when you are in theta state, you have to give affirmations. That I am like this, I am healthy. Let us talk about health. So if you go to theta state, when you are firmly between 4 and 7 frequency range, and in that frequency range, when you give intention to the universe that I am healthy, that time you are only waves, you are only energy, not matter. Between 4 and 7 you are only energy, you are not matter. Energy can change energy, and that energy will change this matter. Now okay, somebody has TB, so his thought process, his frequency, his energy is thinking of TB. When he goes into that band of theta, he can change that. For suppose he has cancer, he can change that thought process, that he will have momentary, he will forget that he has cancer. And in that theta state, he can forget, he can wipe out that energy of cancer and add that that I am healthy. He will say I am healthy, and that energy will be changed and replaced with healthy. And then he comes out of the theta state, his body is devoid of any cancer. His body is perfectly alright. So that power we have. Anybody body is nothing. That body is, whatever disease that person has can be removed if he goes to theta and gives affirmation and removes that. Now this is all good. This is all practical, theoretical. Let us talk practical. So practically, how to go to theta? So how to go to theta and then give affirmation. So we'll discuss that. Again, after knowing this, how to go to theta, it is not that you will be able to master that within no time. It will take maybe years also. So when you go to theta, there will be a time when you have to tell your family that wake me up at 7 o'clock. Because I am going to meditation. I am going into theta state. Somebody will wake you up. Or slowly you can come out. That is also a process. So let us understand. Or are you getting me what I am saying? I want to say. So ideally we are into 4 bands. If we want to change anything about our own self, we have to go to theta. And how to go to theta we'll discuss. Because when you go to theta, you directly talk to subconscious mind, and subconscious mind says your wish is my command. Your wish is my command. So in that state, if you wish that you want this, or you not want this, I have this. You cannot say I want. I have this. I am healthy. I am wealthy. I am rich. I am successful. I am the best. In that state, if you leave these intentions, they have to get manifested, because you are changing the energy. Where you are having an energy of scarcity, energy will change to abundant, and you will be abundant. You will have money. Your energy is TB, it will change to health. So what is disease? Dis-ease. When you are not at ease, you have disease. So when you are not at ease means you are not in that state. And when your frequency, body frequency is there. Because under microscope we are all only waves. There is no matter. There is no matter at all anywhere. We are actually waves. If you go to quantum physical level, there is nothing but energy. There is nothing. Now who stops us from going to theta state? You know what? We are our biggest enemy. I stops you. Me, myself. That is biggest problem. So ego stops us. Ego doesn't allow you. See, when you go to theta state, I said out of body and mind, one vanishes. What is that? Body vanishes. Body doesn't remain to picture. In your mind, you are just waves. You are just frequency. You are just mind. You are not body. But ego is all about body. मुझे अच्छा कपड़ा चाहिए, मुझे अच्छा खाना है, मैं. So that मैं is only body. Because our spirit doesn't want anything. My body wants food. My body, who is that mind, doesn't want food. So if you go to that level, at that level we are just a part of God who doesn't want anything. But when we take human form, we start loving our body so much that our body wants good clothes, big car, great home, and great companion. All these things we want to satisfy the body. And then the ego comes into picture. My car is smaller than your car. You are earning 1 crore, I am earning 70 lakhs. How it is possible? So we go into the never-ending race, and that is a rat race where you are rat, and you will never succeed, because even if you start earning 2 crores a month, there will be somebody who is earning 3 crores a month. So you are never happy. You are never. No, you will get pleasures, not happiness. Pleasure can be bought. Happiness cannot be bought. It has to be within. You can buy a bed. You cannot buy sleep. You can, get married to anybody you want to, but you cannot buy her love. Unless that lady loves you, that cannot be bought. She will be your dasi, but she will say, I don't care for you. I will do what you want me to do, but I don't love you. Finished. That is what but that has to come. That she has to feel, like your body has to feel that I am going to sleep. Otherwise, kitna hi bada acha mehenga bed ho, you cannot sleep. Okay. So now how to go to theta? Okay. So let us understand. So there are various ways. I am telling you one way. One of the ways I am going to tell you. You have any way of going to theta? Anybody has? You have? Can you tell us?
Sometimes I cross the delta because the limbic brain frequency. It's a long process. You have to spend 30 to 40 years and spend 35 years
See.
to know about that concept.
Very good. So I will tell you one process which I have. If you have anything, you tell us so that everybody will be benefited. How to go to theta?
Please carry on.
Take. So basic.
Pass through a state of hypnosis, self-command, and that will take you from alpha to delta. It will take you to theta. You have to pass through all this thing, then you can go there. You cannot directly jump there.
Right. Now see, I will tell you the procedure how it is. You sit somewhere comfortably, where there is no distraction. Okay, ego. I was talking about ego. Ego, the full form is aging God out. Aging God out. When you age God out of your body or mind, you get ego. Because if there is a God in your mind, you will not have ego. Because God doesn't have. God is love, happiness, joy. That all good qualities is God. Ego is about thinking of me. If I keep on thinking of myself, that is ego. And God thinks about everybody but himself. So that is God. So when you behave like God, we are God. Otherwise, then we get qualities of God. We can attract whatever we want if we are God. So people don't say, I am God. So when you say I am God, you have the responsibility that you should behave in that way. How God will behave. But people want to say, I am insan. Because they don't want to go to that level. At least I can say I am God, so that I will behave. I will always tell myself I am God. I am part of God. I do not do anything which is wrong. I should not hurt anybody. I should not cheat anybody. I should not. So if I have that in my mind, I can proudly call myself God. Okay, that is work in progress. We cannot be perfect God. Even gods were not perfect. If you see Ram, Sri Krishna, everywhere you can find out something. Anyway. But now when they came, when Sri Krishna and Ram, they came to human form, they forgot that they were God. They were made to forget that they are divine, and they came into human form. And then they had all those things which a human wanted. Like Sri Krishna had those girlfriends, or Ram got married, and all those things. They became human, though they were God, avatar of Vishnu. But they forgot that they are. Otherwise, they would have wiped out Ravan within no time. But he fought with Ravan because he didn't know that he is that divine. But he had come to sort out something. Like everybody, all of us have come for some purpose. And believe me, most of 99% of people die without knowing the purpose. Why they have come? Why we have come to this planet? Because God has said we are part of God. He has sent us to change something on this planet for better, to wipe out somebody's tears, to help somebody in some way. But we are so much engrossed into earning money. Earning money is a byproduct. You should help somebody come out of some problem and you earn money to survive. That is just a byproduct. But we have made earning money as the main focus, not helping somebody. We should earn money out of helping somebody, not earn money and then if possible help ourselves. Okay. Now let us come to this theta state. So when we should sit somewhere comfortably, and we should be in a place where there is no distraction, because here when I am saying theta, you are trying to forget that you have a body. We are trying to become mind, because when you become mind, you can converse with subconscious mind. So you cannot converse with mind being body. So you have to be mind to talk to that eternal universe, God, or whatever you call it. So when you want to talk to God, you have to go to theta state. When you go to theta state, you can communicate with God. So that time you have to forget about body. Okay. So if you see, most of the time what we say, there is someone, somewhere, something, somewhere, sometime. You have to forget that. We should be no time, nowhere, nothing. So all these things, like nothing is nothing. There is no body, only mind, only waves. Actually we are nothing. So we are actually taking our mind to that state of thinking that I am nothing, I am nowhere, I am in no time, nothing. There is no body part available or alive. That is what we should feel. So when we sit comfortably, we have to imagine that there is a ball of white light in your heart here, a big ball of white light. You close your eyes and imagine a divine light, ball of light which is sparkling white colored light, and that ball of light starts, and you imagine this is all about you are going to theta. So you have to close your eyes and just concentrate on this ball of light. When your ball of light is your center of your chest, that portion is relaxed. You have to tell yourself that wherever that ball of light is, the nearby portion is getting relaxed. Okay, so relax means you are trying to forget that it exists. So here the ball is there, and then that ball starts moving downwards. Okay, it goes below, and then through your legs, through your feet, it will go down. Then you have to imagine that it will go to 4th floor, 3rd floor, 2nd floor, 1st floor, and on the ground, and then inside the ground. Huh? Basement. It will see the car parked, whatever, and then still further down. It will keep on going and going on. Then you should see milestone, 1 kilometer, 2 kilometer. You should go up to 786 kilometers. You will keep on seeing. You start going. That ball is you. Now that ball is you. Your everything is in that ball. Okay. Now that ball is going down vertically. Then you imagine how the soil will be, and then there will be something, whatever it is. You just imagine that you are actually going down and down, and then you see the milestone. It is 100 kilometers. Keep on going. When you see you have reached 780, 781, 82, 83, 84, 85, 786 milestone you have seen. 786 is Diwar Ka Billa. You have seen that 786 kilometers you have come down. Now there you will find a strong rock, a big rock. Okay, and there is that rock, there is a rope attached to that rock, and that rope is of infinite length. Are you getting me what I am saying? Now you tie that rope to your white ball. Okay, you are that white ball. When you have gone down, you have found a very big, massive rock, strong rock, and there is a rope which is connected to the rock, and the other end of the, and it is an infinite length rope. So you take the other end and you tie this to your white ball should go inside. You tie it to it. Okay. Now again you start the upward journey with the rope, but you are tied up with that rock. Are you getting me? So now when you start coming up, again same thing, you will go slowly, then you will again come to basement and 1st floor, 2nd floor, 3rd floor, in your feet, then in your legs, here will come, here will go, and then you will go out from here. From your head, you will go out from here, and then you will start upward journey. Then there is a terrace, then there are clouds, then you go, then you will see Mumbai, you can see Mumbai, then India, you can see the whole earth, you can see sun, you have gone up there, and you can see all the planets below. So there when you go, and then you find a big blue ball, very big bluish color ball. Okay, that is God. So you go there, that ball is here, so you go there parallel to that, and then you horizontally go and move inside that ball. That ball is so big, you keep on traveling, and when you go deep inside that ball, now you can see only blue light everywhere. You are that white ball and you are inside that blue ball, and you see only blue light all around you. Okay, in that state you are in theta. Now you are in theta state. Now when you are there, now your brain is now at between 4 and 7. If you take it, it will take at least 10 minutes. It should take 10 minutes, because after a point your brain forgets that you are not Pranav, you are not Mr. Doshi, you are that white ball only. And then you go to the blue ball, and that blue ball is God, that power which can give you anything. When you are at the center of it, then you release your intention that I am healthy. I don't have disease, nahi, I am healthy. And you feel that this is all powerful, anything can be, you are wishing and it is happening. And then one more thing I will tell you, if you have any question in your life, that why it is happening like this, why my son is not behaving rightly with me, why my things are not happening properly, why my office, why my career is not going the way it should go, you should ask that question. You should release that question. Don't expect the answer. You release that question, just release it and forget it, and then you start again, come out horizontally, come out of that blue ball slowly. Then you start doing all along you have that rope connected with you, that rock is connected to you, because you have to come back also. So again you come back, you start coming down, then you will see earth, sun, then you will go down, then you will see, then slightly earth has moved maybe, so you have to find out where I am, where is Bombay, so you have to search, and then you have to again come back, because the rope is there, the rock is there, you will come the way where you left, you will come generally. So you will again come back from the terrace, and again you go here, and then you release that rope down, and then that white ball has again come back here. And now slowly you have to come out of that state, you open your eyes and see the entire world. Now this process ideally should take 8 to 10 minutes. 10 minutes it should take. And after some time you will start getting answers, like whichever questions you have asked. Maybe it can happen immediately once you open your eyes, or it can take 1 or 2 days, or it can take years based on your belief. But you will get that intuition. Intuition is the way God talks to you. In fact, God wants, if He wants to change something in you, your life will give you problem. When you search the solution for the problem, you are blessed with something better. So God talks to you through pain, because when you solve the pain, you get something better. So this is how you can go to theta state, and ideally everybody in the morning should do that. 20 minutes one should invest there, go to theta state, and release the intention that you can have intention for anybody. Let your son being happy, my son is healthy, my daughter is healthy, my daughter is successful, anyway, whatever, my wife is healthy, my relationships are the best, I am wealthy. So all these affirmations you will do, and then come back. Okay, you got it? Everybody is clear? Any doubt you have? Any doubt? Okay. So some minutes we have. So now what happens is, there is something called trigger also. You must have heard in NLP trigger. Trigger is something which can take you to theta state within no time. It can. Now all this process of white ball, now every step you have to feel and imagine. You cannot say, मेरा इधर white ball है, गया नीचे उधर घुस गया, नहीं होगा. You have to just imagine, my heart has a white ball there. Then feel that, look at those lights. Because what your eyes cannot see, आपकी खुली आंखें देख नहीं सकती, वो बंद आंखें देख सकती है. ये समझा ना मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ? ये खुली आंखें जो देख नहीं सकती, बंद आंखें देख. अब मैं आंख बंद करूँगा डायरेक्ट बोरली पहुँच सकता हूँ. आंख बंद करके देखूँगा मैं सिंगापुर में कैसे? हाँ? हाँ, इमेजिनेशन का मैनिफेस्टेशन हो जाएगा. लेकिन और closed eyes can see anything, and you see when you are seeing that white ball, you go in detail कैसा लाइट आ रहा है, क्या है उसमें, and your imagination will run wild कि वो घूम रहा है क्या, स्पार्कलिंग है क्या, मतलब just go into it कि क्या हो रहा है क्या नहीं हो रहा है. तो मैं वो तो नमक हलाल पिक्चर में वो दिखाया ना, वो पॉइंटेड वाला, when परवीन बाबी is dancing, I imagine that, that ball is बस मिरर्स टाइप का, वो मैं सोचता हूँ. तो if you want to have a trigger, so if you see this is index finger, this is a thumb. When you close this, that can be the trigger that you go to theta. So it can be like this, it can be like this also. But Rishi Muni's thought that can we have this together? In fact, it is called Atma and Paramatma. they मिल रहे हैं वो लोग. आत्मा परमात्मा को मिल रहा है, आदमी भगवान को मिल रहा है. दिस इज परमात्मा, दिस इज आत्मा, दिस इज मी. तो ये परमात्मा है, उसको मिल गया वो, मतलब भगवान मुझे मिला. सो दे डू दिस, दैट इज अ ट्रिगर दैट आई हैव गॉट गॉड, एंड दे सिट लाइक दिस, ध्यान मुद्रा, एंड देयर दिस इज अ ट्रिगर दैट दे ताबड़तोड़ दे गो टू inside that blue ball. So they don't have to go down, tie that rope, come up again, then go up. They directly go to that blue ball. When they do this and sit, they tap karke, they are there inside. Then they start thinking what I want. Like they release the whatever intention they have. That is how it is. So anybody has any physical ailment, it can be easily completely removed. That person can be on the last stage of death. He is going to die in next 1 month. He can come back. If he believes in this, if he practices this, he becomes mind. He stops being body. You can repair the body not by being body. You can repair the body by being mind. Your body cannot repair the body. Your mind can repair the body. All the medicines we are taking, that is for body. The real medicine is this. That can repair the body. Now there are so many things, like we feel happiness means what? The oxytocin comes into this. There's a pineal gland and it releases oxytocin. Oxytocin, when it comes out, your veins, they expand. Though your blood flows in a cool, comfortable way, you feel happy. Okay, that can be thought through. But there is a medicine which will make your blood vessels expand. But while doing this, they can harm somebody else. So that is why ideally, best medicine is the thought medicine, khayalon mein. Because any other medicine, it is for the body. Now this you are taking from mind, which is divine. Which doesn't require, it will not touch the body also. It is not material. It is energy. So it will change that energy. That cancer energy will be changed to healthy energy. Energy level pe kaam ho jayega and the person will be improved. But if everybody implements this, everybody masters this and implements, hospitals will be, that's a big business. Out of business. In fact, there are businesses which are recession proof. One is health. One is education. Other one is entertainment. Entertainment is sports or movie. And education, entertainment, health and religion. These 4 businesses will never be out of business. Never be, they will not have recession. Medicine आपको चाहिए ही, भगवान आपको चाहिए. Every Tuesday और Saturday जाने का ही है भगवान के मंदिर में जाओ. लेकिन आई एम टेलिंग यू, उधर वो पैसा डालने का ही है. 100 रुपए का पाप करो या 10 रुपए डालो तो बोलता हो गया मेरा काम, भगवान को दे दिया मैंने. 33 करोड़ जमा हो जाता है 11 दिन में लालबाग गणपति पे. Why they are giving? There is some guilt. God doesn't want your सोना ना, वो गणपति क्या करेगा उसका? वो खुद 11 दिन के बाद he is going to get dissolved. They should do something which Ganpati has created. They should do something for that person whom Ganpati has created, that is an orphan child on the road. If they do something for that, it will reach God. Anyway, so in theta state, my humble request to all of you, please give 10 minutes every day for next many months. It will not happen. It can, again, it is a belief. You can master it in one day. But if you think that I will take 1 year, 2 years, 10 years, you will take 10 years. So you imagine that you are pro in going to theta. Imagine you are doing it for last 30 years and then sit from tomorrow and tell I am in theta. Sit and then you go into theta. Release a small intention. Don't expect Mercedes today. You say I want this. I not want this. I have this. You go to a shop and say this particular watch I want. This is what I love. Then look at that watch. Okay. Then go to theta and imagine that you are wearing that. You start doing that. Believe me, what will happen nobody knows. Because things whatever are happening, we are just unaware of what is happening. पता अपने अंदर भी क्या चल रहा है हमें मालूम नहीं है. अभी हमने दोपहर को खाना खाया वो कैसे डाइजेस्ट कर रहा है I don't know. So we are actually ignorant. 400 billion bits of information is happening every second in our body. So many things are happening and we are aware of 2000 only, which are related to body, time and environment. I just know something about my body. I just know where the time is going. And environment, you are sitting in front of me, environment is cool, that's all. And that is only 2000 bits of information. 400 billion bits of information is going on with the brain. Brain is doing all that. I just don't know what is happening. How the blood is getting pumped, how I am alive, how I am breathing, I just don't know. So that is how it is. And you see, we are all interconnected. We are breathing and plant is giving oxygen, I am inhaling oxygen, things like that. We are all connected. So whatever you want, that also is connected to you already. But when you go to theta state, your energy matches with what you want. And that you are able to match that with that and it will come to you. Okay? See, what happens is when you want to learn something, you go and attend a training program. But when you want to master something, you teach. So I am not boasting that I know everything. I am just learning. But whenever I am teaching this, I learn a lot in between, in the process.
While that period you release a dopamine hormones.
Right.
Then after when you grow, again serotonin. So excite to learn.
Dopamine and serotonin. These very good.
Oxytocin, serotonin,
Dopamine.
And the reverse, vice versa, the same. You release the cortisol, stress.
Cortisol stress.
Fatigue,
Yes.
not good life, not understanding. The same theory will go again.
Right. Very good. In fact, body is wonderful organ and so many things are happening. If you start learning today, it will ages. I was just thinking today that if I have
Correcting machine.
I do self-correcting machine. But we come in between. We are supposed to be auto-correcting.
We are not giving it a chance to correct it.
सर इसमें
Yes.
क्या है मैं आप सबसे रिक्वेस्ट कर रहा हूँ एक बुक से जो सबसे टॉप है पूरे प्लेनेट में माइंड ओवर मेडिशन द टाइटल इज बुक अगेन आई एम रिपीटिंग माइंड ओवर मेडिशन रिटन बाय मर्सी सिमोफ बस आप उसको पढ़ लोगे आपको कुछ भी जानना बाकी नहीं रहेगा
Okay, very good. I will brush by.
मर्सी सिमोफ माइंड ओवर मेडिशन
Okay.
जो कैंसर से बाहर निकली हो किससे जो होता है ना कैंसर का एक ऑपरेशन उससे उठ के भाग गई वो जंगल में पूरा इसका डिटेल आ जाएगा उसमें और उसके बाद उसने पूरी की पूरी जिंदगी जंगल में पत्ते खा के सूर्य की रोशनी से पूरी एनर्जी से कॉस्मिक से कलेक्टिव कॉन्शियसनेस के साथ जुड़ के विजडम लिया और उसने पूरा का पूरा अप टू डेट आके साइंस को गलत सिद्ध कर दिया मेरी
क्या बात है?
जो आपने कहा उसने कर लिया है
क्या बात?
लुइस से
Louis also, yes. Louis. Mercy.
उसने कहा कि अगर मैं ट्रू बता दूंगी सबको ये जितनी भी इंडस्ट्रीज है
बंद हो जाएंगी।
ये सब मंदिर मस्जिद टोटल बंद हो जाएंगे इवन रिलीजन सो उसको फटाक से रोक लिया बट बुक रिलीज यू कैन परचेज एनीवेयर
Okay.
मर्सी सिमोफ माइंड ओवर मेडिशन
Meditation. Okay.
और उसको पढ़ने के बाद आपका नॉलेज आइंस्टीन डार्विन न्यूटन कार्ल जंग सिगमंड फ्राइड एडिशन स्टीफन हॉकिंग्स you will feel like that kind of mindset
क्या बात?
after reading the books
क्या बात?
मैं आए हैं
Very good, very good.
अगर मेरे पास है तो मैं वापस आपको ढूंढ के देता हूँ
Right. No, I will get it. Thank
ये
you.
सब्जेक्ट आपसे रिलेटेड
Right. Okay. So thank you very much. Thank you, and I think you try getting into theta. Okay. Thank you.
हर स्टेज